Parts of speech review. In this video and notes, we will look at examples of sentences. I will use the sentences to explain how the different parts of speech are used. So this is actually part 1, and we're just looking at the first 3 sentences that I would like to share with you for now. So I wanted to break this video into 2 parts so that when I present it, there will be a break to ask questions. Also, this video explains all of the parts of speech except for interjections. So if you only wanted to watch one video, then I recommend this one, because of course I have a separate video and notes all about interjections. So it's good to know. So let me start off with a general statement. Maybe you say something like this: "It is a beautiful day." So I'm just sharing general information with you. And that's why it's called a general statement. And we can look at each individual word in this sentence and say which part of speech it's from. So it is a pronoun, is a verb, a is an article, beautiful is an adjective, and day is a noun. So I wanted to say 3 things about this. First of all, pronouns are different than nouns. I could change this sentence a little bit. I could say, "The day is beautiful." But instead of doing that, I've started it with this pronoun, it. So either way, whether we say it is a beautiful day or whether we say the day is beautiful, we know that we're talking about the day, right? But instead of starting it with it, we could start it with the day. We could start off using the word the day. And then we would end up with a noun instead of a pronoun. Right? So if I say the day is beautiful, then I've got a noun there. But if I say it is a beautiful day, then I've got the pronoun it. The second thing I'd like to mention is just about how adjectives and nouns work together. So adjectives describe nouns. It's not just any day, it's a beautiful day. The third thing I'd like to mention is something that I've gone over in the past. I want to focus on this verb, is. And this is actually from the verb to be. The verb to be is a special type of verb. It's called a linking verb. So without this word is, then we would not be able to describe the day. So we have to say, it is a beautiful day in order to have a full sentence here. We need this verb. So you might be thinking, well, what do I mean when I say it is a beautiful day? Maybe I mean the weather is nice. Maybe I mean I am happy. Maybe I'm thinking today is a good day. So one of the neat things about the English language is we could say one thing, but it could mean slightly different things, or we could be thinking different things, right? So if someone says to you, "It is a beautiful day," there could be many reasons why they say this to you. So then maybe you could also ask a question. Maybe you say, "Do you want to go for a swim?" In this course, asking a question is a different sentence format than anything that you have to deal with in this course. I just wanted to show you that asking a question like this does give you a complete sentence. This is the only reason I'm sharing it. But I will go through the parts of speech so that you can see. So do is a verb. You is a pronoun. Then when we look at the words want to go, all 3 of these words make up a verb phrase. For is a preposition. A is an article. Swim is a noun. Let me just explain, what is a verb phrase? Well, in this course, the only type of verb phrase that you'll have to look out for is the kind that you'll see in the future tense. So maybe you have a sentence like, "He will go for a swim." The verb phrase in that sentence is will go. So if you had the sentence, "He will go for a swim," and you are being asked to underline the verb, you would need to underline the words will go, right? And like I was saying before, this type of sentence where a question is being asked, this type of sentence structure you don't need to worry about being able to figure out where the verb is, right? You'll have a sentence more like, he will go for a swim, and it'll be really easy to see that that your verb is will go, right? You won't have anything that looks like this. So with this question, maybe I'm thinking about a couple of things. Maybe I'm thinking about how the weather is nice. Maybe I think that going for a swim is a good idea. So there could be lots of reasons why I might ask a question like this, why I would ask if you want to go for a swim. So then I might come up with a few new sentences to explain how I feel. One example, I could say, it is a beautiful day for a swim. Well, it's a general statement about the day, and I've added on this idea of going for a swim, right? It is a beautiful day for a swim. Let's look at the parts of speech here. It is a pronoun. Is a verb. A is an article. Beautiful is an adjective. Day is a noun. For is a preposition. A is an article, and swim is a noun. So I haven't talked about prepositions yet. So let's look at what a preposition does. Well, a preposition adds information. And the easiest way to use a preposition is to put it near the end, just like I've done here with this sentence, right? It is a beautiful day for a swim. So if we just look at these last three words, for a swim, right? That does not make a full sentence. We're just adding on a couple of words to make our sentence more interesting. All right. So very important. If you're using a preposition, do not put it at the beginning of your sentence. Putting it towards the end, just like I've done here, to add on a little bit to the end, that's the best way to use a preposition. So again, prepositions add on more information. Another thing that I might say, just to be a little bit different, I could say, it is a beautiful day, comma, so we should go for a swim. So up here with it is a beautiful day for a swim, this is just a statement explaining the day with a little bit more detail about the whole swimming thing, right? But in this second one here, it is a beautiful day, so we should go for a swim. I'm taking it one step further, suggesting actually going for a swim. Now, if I said to you, it is a beautiful day for a swim, you might already think, yes, we should go swimming, right? And maybe you might not. Maybe you don't like to swim. But if I said to you, it is a beautiful day, so we should go for a swim, your reaction would be a little bit different. Let's look at this word so. All right. So is a coordinating conjunction. So coordinating conjunction, it connects two full thoughts or actions together. So you notice we have two sentences that we've actually put into one sentence using a comma and a coordinating conjunction. So the two full sentences that we put together are, it is a beautiful day. Second one, we should go for a swim. And we just put it together. It is a beautiful day, comma, so we should go for a swim. All right, that brings us to the end of the first part. We'll have time for some questions, and I will come back and share the second part of this presentation.